Hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Happy Wednesday. Happy New Year. If this is the first time I'm seeing you for 2024, what's up? I hope you had some great time to rest and relax over the holidays, and also hopefully had some fun, had some good time, ate good. Because it's really important to just take time to unwind before the new year hits and all of the things associated with the new year um, start to come down the pike. So first things first, if you are joining live, pop up in the comments and say, oh, what's up? Definitely want to tune in and say hello, say good morning, see how you're doing. And for our topic today, we're talking all about your style goals for 2024, okay? Like this is the time, right? This is the month. Really, for some of you, you may have already set your goals already in 2023. For some, January is all about it and you're like, okay, I'm going to get my goals together for career, for personal, family, health, all of the different areas in your life, right? So, as you are thinking about all of these spaces and the things that you desire and what you hope to see for yourself over the next 12 months and beyond, we want to make sure that your wardrobe is something that's not left off of that list. Okay. So, I want to use this time together to talk through what some of your goals might be. So if you do already know what some of your style goals are for 2024, definitely pop them in the comments because I want to see what you're trying to do this year with your wardrobe. All right. So pop them on in the comments as we move through. So let's even think about, this whole notion about like setting a goal for your style. You might be like, what? No, no, I ain't never thought about that. Like, really? But yeah, it's actually pretty simple. You set goals for all kinds of things. If you're thinking about your career, you might be saying, I want to get a promotion this year, right? Very common goal. You might be saying that you want to maybe switch roles and land a job more along the lines of a career profession that you're really passionate about or interested in. Okay. Like maybe you want to start taking a leap and taking a hobby that you have and make that more of a full-time business for yourself, or maybe just even start part-time and launch the idea that's been on your mind and on your heart for so long. Whatever the goal is. Okay. Oftentimes when we have a lot of career goals, they tend to they can be at the front, right? I feel like career goals, health goals, maybe relationship goals, those get a lot of visibility, right? Those get a lot of visibility and they take up a lot of mental space for ourselves. And even on a whole tip about all of those spaces, invite yourself to find more flow and find more ease and have some really good grace for yourself as you're thinking about what those goals are. You can achieve anything you desire, right? If it is something indeed that you want and you're committed to it. And yeah, you do the tactical things and put a plan together and start putting the pieces together around how you're going to get there. Right. So if you know that you're setting a career goal for yourself that might fall in the one of those buckets, you really are hopefully thinking about what kind of identity shift you want to start to make to help you get closer to those goals. So what do we mean by like an identity shift? There's, something that I've heard before, and a few of my coaches that I've worked with, have talked about this notion around an identity and what that means in terms of realizing that if you want to do something different or achieve a bigger or greater goal, you're going to have to shift the current way you see things, the current habits you have, what you believe about yourself to be able to do it, right? So there's a whole lot happening in the mindset space that you're like, I got to start switching things up so that I am in the mindset of someone who is earning $100,000 more than what I earn now. I'm in the mindset of someone who can go to my manager and ask for the raise and the promotion because I have the receipts and I'm ready for it, right? Like I'm in the mindset of somebody who knows that my skills and my talents for this side hobby that I've been doing, that's bringing in some great cash flow and helping a buku of clients, is now ready to be more of a full-time investment because that's what I've been wanting to do for a long time, right? You have to believe it, and you have to really start to make some different shifts in how you see yourself, how you're showing up, where your levels of confidence exist, and what you truly believe will be your new reality. Because listen, if you don't believe it, ain't nobody else gonna believe it. Boop, 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 okay? So as you're thinking about these identity shifts that you might need to be making, especially as it relates to some of your career goals, this is where I want you to start thinking about your style and your wardrobe. So when you're setting your different goals for your style and your wardrobe, they can fall in a whole bunch of different buckets, right? And we're gonna break down a couple of them to give you some ideas and inspiration if you need it. But I want to talk first about this career and kind of professional bucket, because this is one where a lot of the clients that I work with connect their style goals to. So I want to start here. So when you're thinking about where you want to go in your career journey, where you are and where you aspire to maybe elevate to, you're definitely wanting to think about staying ready so you ain't got to get ready. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard that before. If you heard the stay ready so you don't have to get ready, drop it in chat. Drop stay ready in the chat. Okay. So this this simply means that you are preparing your style and you're preparing your closet for the type of role that you desire. Okay. So that is literally a style goal that you could have, that you are going to build a wardrobe that aligns with the career that you desire, the new role you desire, the promotion that you want. Period. Your wardrobe is getting set up for that. Okay. Those are the you setting goals, like you have the goals that feel good and feel attainable and feel safe. And you're like, yes, I've been doing that steadily. That feels good. Like take a walk every day. That's feeling good to me. Drink a little less caffeine. I can do that. Boom, boom, bop. We on our herbal tea game, right? You're feeling good. But you got to get some big, old, scary dreams and goals up on that list too. The stuff that you put down, you'd be like, did anybody see me put it down? Because if they didn't, I could scratch it out. Right? Like you've got to have a couple goals on that list that you're just like, whoo, I've been wanting that, but now I actually put it down on paper and I'm like, man, how am I going to get that? Right? Where it feels overwhelming, it feels scary. It's natural. We all have them, but you want to have that. Like, why not? You got to shoot for the stars. Like, go big, dream big. So when you're thinking even about your style and your wardrobe, honey boo, do that. Like, you might not now be looking at your closet or looking at your budget and being like, man, you know what? My budget is not speaking to the luxury style that I desire, but guess what? It will, because that's the goal that I want. I want to have a closet that's filled with more luxury pieces. Put it out there, okay? Like this is what you're doing. You're just like you're dreaming about the woman that you want to become, the identity you want to have, how you're going to be showing up, okay? And so when you're thinking about setting some of these style goals, think about how they might connect to some of your career goals. All right. And what you need to do to align there. Now, the style goals for you, it might not be so connected in that way. For you, maybe in terms of your style and how it relates to your career, maybe you're working from home a lot, right? And, we are definitely in a, say a post COVID, right, space, right? But we're no longer quarantined. All those elements hopefully have gone and will not be coming back. But now, you might still be wearing a lot of Lululemon pants, a lot of yoga pants, a lot of sweatshirts, because you've just over the past 3 years just fallen into those habits. And now you're looking at your closet and you're like, man, I'm feeling sluggish. I'm feeling kind of sloppy. I'm feeling like I'm just always in sweatpants. Like I want to elevate my work from home wear. That's an excellent style goal for yourself. Okay, because it directly relates to where you are right now in terms of how you work and where you spend the majority of your time. It's very functional, it's very practical. So you might have that goal of wanting to elevate your work from home wear. And what does that look like for you? Okay. So you can elevate, all right, and also feel comfortable. Okay. Casual can be elevated. Comfortable and sophisticated can live in the same space in your closet. All right. You just have to know what pieces are going to do that for you. All right. Oftentimes it comes down to accessorizing and the quality of the pieces that you own. Okay. Sidebar, little nana nugget for you. All right. So if you spend a lot of time working from home, that would be a great goal for you, is to step it up. You might even get it all the way down to being like, I'm going to stop wearing sweatpants. Ooh, said it. Okay. You might say that like at least 2 times a week, I'm not going to be wearing no yoga pants. Like, if you need to set a goal that is measurable for you because it dives into a daily habit change that you're making, do it. Because oftentimes when you want to make a shift and you're setting a goal and you're thinking about how you're going to get to that goal, one of the best places to start is around your habits and how and what habits you need to shift in order to get there. And if you wear a lot of yoga pants and sweatpants when you work from home, that's a habit you want to change. That's a habit you want to break. So a great way to do that is to tell yourself you're not going to wear those pieces. So you're going to be forced to go into your closet and try to put something else together because it's possible. Okay. So there's a lot of different ways that you can play around with these style goals and set them up so that they help you feel positioned to be successful in your career and be more aligned with your professional goals. You know, in other spaces, like I've had some clients who do a lot of public speaking as an example, right? And so if you really want to do more public speaking, or you have some specific events or conferences that you want to speak at, or organizations that you want to speak in front of, listen, let the whole dream come to fruition. All right. And start to say, like, I'm going to have a wardrobe that's set up for a sought after speaker. Ooh, I like that one. I gotta take a sip of water, let that one marinate. All right. Build a wardrobe for a sought after speaker. All right. Stay ready. So you don't have to get ready. You're like, I got the looks. I got the pieces. Who's booking me? Right? You're like, boom, I'm set. You're like, I'm at least gonna have the looks I'm gonna wear for my first 2 speaking engagements. Like you're like, I got them locked and loaded. Like that's an amazing goal because you're already starting to visualize and put into place how you see yourself showing up. And that's a big one. Like how do you see yourself showing up in spaces that are going to get you closer to what your goals are? Because a lot of times you just even taking the first step to show up to make the invitation, to attend the event, to talk to the person, to get on the stage. That is half the battle. Having the courage to take action. That is half the battle. Then you can start to think about how you can be consistent in that, especially when the challenges come. Oh, baby girl. Okay. Like that is what builds some resilience. That is what builds more more confidence, and definitely courage to keep pushing through on things, especially when it gets hard, because the hard times will come, guaranteed. All right. So yeah, so I hope those are great and helpful. And definitely too, if you're catching this on the replay, drop in the comments and let me know what's helpful for you as you might be thinking about some of your style goals, as we just broke down what some of your style goals might be as they relate to some of your professional and career goals. Okay. Um, let's also talk a little bit about in the this is definitely in the workspace, and this is in the workspace, and this could be applicable to your weekend wear in your closet as a whole. But you might be saying to yourself, you know what? I own a lot of black and I want to wear more color this year. Okay. So sometimes you are able to set some style goals in relation to what it is you want to change with your wardrobe, right? And what trends or what habits that you're doing that you want to shift. So if that is, like we said, wearing a lot of yoga pants or wearing a lot of black, okay, you can say the other side of that is, instead of saying like, I'm not going to wear any black, like that's just not real because your closet is filled with black. So what you're going to do is say, I want to wear more color, right? So instead, when you're thinking about shopping, you might be purchasing a new piece. Maybe somebody's going to gift you a piece. Like, you start telling folks, listen, I'm trying to wear more color in my closet. You know, if your husband or your partner is thinking about getting you some gifts, you like, look, boo, now I be killing in the signature black, but like I actually do want to incorporate more color to my wardrobe this year. Just saying, just planting that seed in case you out there in the store shopping for a girl and you want to pick up something. Okay. And so, and that's even going to be something that you're going to think about for yourself, so that when you are doing some shopping, you are going to like pause on picking up anything that is in black. Okay. Hey, Anika, good morning. So if you are knowing that wearing a lot of black, or maybe even wearing a lot of muted neutral colors. So if you have a lot of navy, a lot of gray, a lot of khaki, like you are saying to yourself, I want to change up the color palette in my closet. Like I want to include more vibrant colors. I want to wear more color that's going to be richer in my closet. That is definitely a goal that is attainable for yourself. All right. And, definitely. And you know what? I'll say this too. This is where if you even start doing a little shopping online, if you're just even flipping through some things on your phone, this is where that fun little algorithm is gonna come into play, because you can simply Google colorful tops, bright blouses, colorful dresses, and some things will pop up. And let me tell you, that algorithm is going to be like, oh, okay, you want color? Okay, great. Here are ads with a bunch of things in color. Because you might need to switch it up so that you have that coming through your feed and less black coming through your feed, or less navy coming through your feed, because you're just like, I want to do something different. So then you have some other things popping up for yourself that are going to be like, oh, okay, all right, maybe I want a little something in red. I think that one's popping, because red is a great color for winter, and trending very much right now. What's up, Portia? So, so those are some, like, just like a little hack or a little tip that you can do, especially if you are constantly like, my feed is always wearing, or is always offering me the same things. Because whatever you see is what you're going to get, right? You're going to be like, oh, this popped up and this is cute. Let me try that. Let me try that. A lot of times, like the algorithm be working. Listen, like you might see that not only in an ad for a store that you might shop at or a news store, it might be in some of the influencers or some of the people you might follow on Instagram. So you might have to change it up. You might have to put a hashtag colorful styles, to incorporate a little more color in your wardrobe and find somebody who you follow that might have that. Or you can follow me because you know I'll be doing the color. I'm glad that's a good tip. So that is definitely a way if you are like, I got to break out of wearing a lot of these colors. This is something I'm going to do. That is an excellent goal for yourself and a couple of tips to help you get started. Okay. So again, if you're thinking about style goals, a lot of those goals will come from habits you want to change, things you notice in your closet that you might not have a lot of, and you're like, I want to do something different. So another example of that might be in the accessorizing space. So you might say to yourself, a big goal I have this year is that I want to accessorize more. Maybe when you get dressed, you typically just stop at the clothes. You pop the blouse on, pants, you got your shoe, you grab your bag, you're out the door. So you're feeling like your looks are understated because they are, because the look is not complete. You have not accessorized, all right? And if you've been rocking with me for a while, you already know that I fully believe in the CAB. And the CAB method, CAB, stands for clothing, accessories, and beauty. Clothing, accessories, and beauty. And those are really the three key ingredients to make sure that you have a complete look every time. So if you are missing that A in the accessories department, that's an excellent goal for yourself for this year. All right. And so, you really want to first start to take stock of what accessories you do have. And when you're thinking about those accessories, think about what's in the jewelry department and think about what's not jewelry. Because your first place to go is definitely jewelry. Your earrings, your necklaces, rings, bracelets, jewelry, right? You want to make sure that you have things in that space, in those spaces. Then you can start to think of other things, what's your handbag, belts, hats, brooches. Brooches are also jewelry, but people often don't think about brooches. Okay, scarves, right? Other non-jewelry accessories. So making sure you accessorize is a really big one. I did a post about this on Monday or Tuesday. Monday or yesterday. Yesterday was Tuesday. And I was breaking down some of these things. And so I think in the post, I was saying that, sometimes when you get dressed, right? And, put your clothes on, hopefully you've got that full length mirror and you're taking a look at yourself before you step out the door. But you might need to put a little sticky note on the mirror so that you remind yourself, put on a necklace, get some earrings, because that's not something that you naturally do. So give yourself some cues so that you can remember these things and start to shift your habits. All right. Y'all, this is simple. It's not, it's not rocket science, but it is something to think about if you do want to make these changes. And might I add, this is applicable not just in your wardrobe, but in anything. Okay. A little post-it note on your mirror or places that you frequent is a great way to remind yourself to do something different. Okay. So definitely pop up that little post-it note to remind yourself to wear more accessories. That is an excellent and easy way. Portia, yes, this is your year. One of your goals is to buy a full-length mirror. I think I'm just going to buy it and send it to you. Have friends. So, definitely if you are, again, looking at some habits that you're seeing, some trends and some things you're seeing with your wardrobe, and you're like, I need to break that, like wearing a lot of black, not accessorizing. Let that be your goal. Okay. Um, another another helpful tip, even as you're thinking about these different goals, is to buddy up. Find a friend, get a partner, find somebody and let them know, like, listen, this year, this is what I'm trying to do with my wardrobe. And you can hold each other accountable. All right. And you can have fun with it because it's great. Like you can take selfies and be like, girl, I have been wearing my jewelry, or look at this new jewelry piece that I bought. Like, it's always great to share that and have another friend who also too has a love for style, or really is trying to show up more boldly or more with more confidence. And you're like, all right, we about to do this together. All right. I love it. Y'all need to definitely have that accountability. Exactly. So don't underestimate the power of teaming up with a friend to make these style goals happen. All right. So some other spaces where you might have some more goals around your style might come in the department of shopping, right? And how you are investing your dollars. All right. So perhaps you are saying to yourself, you know what? I actually want to be a little bit more intentional with the way that I shop. And you want to maybe shop more sustainably, right? So what does that mean? Perhaps you are saying, I want to purchase less things this year and I want to wear more of what I already have because perhaps you're just not utilizing what's already in your wardrobe. Okay. So, a great way to do that, if you're like, I just need to really shop what's in my closet, is to just give yourself no buy periods. So, you're going to be like, I'm not buying anything in January. I'm not buying anything in February. Maybe I would start to purchase some things in March to get ready for spring, right? So give yourself some no buy months and just say, like, I'm not spending no dollars this month because I really need to work with what I already have in my wardrobe and really maximize it. Okay? That's a really great way to be intentional about how you're utilizing your wardrobe, and also a great way to discover what you really need in your closet, because you might say you need things, but is that based out of what you saw somebody else wearing, or is that really based on what's in your closet and what you really want to have? Okay, Portia's asking, so thinking about 2024 and formal events, would you consider doing a live about dressing for nonprofit or charity galas? Those are great events for professional women to gain visibility and make connections. Yes. Because dressing for a gala is scary. Why is it scary? You we could absolutely do a live about dressing for some formal events and making sure that show up strong in that space. I hear you though. Dressing for those kind of events, it can be intimidating. Um and it's more about the energy that you might feel with the formality of formal dress, cocktail attire, evening wear. And a lot of times, plenty of clients message me and say, what does this mean? And let me tell you, sometimes people try to get too creative with the dress code standards, and they're like, evening wear chic. And people are like, what's the chic part mean? I'm like, listen, they just trying to be fancy. Like, just throw on a really great dress below the knee, you're going to be fine. Right? Like, exactly. Yeah, it can be an intimidating space, right? It's a lot of black tie affairs and things of that nature, and you feel like the pomp and circumstance has just got elevated. Like, can I be in this room? Of course you'd be in the room. You were invited into the room. You deserve to be in the room. Even if you weren't invited, you deserve to be in the room. Okay, but I'm gonna make a note about that one, about some special events in evening wear. So listen, if going back to goals too, like, this is a good example where if you want to set goals connected to your lifestyle, right? Like hopefully that theme is coming through here, right? So whatever your lifestyle is for work, if you're going into the office, if you're working from home, if you have conferences to attend, if you have galas to go to, whatever's on your social calendar, what's happening on the weekends. If you have a lot of formal events like this, you might have the goal that you want to have some higher quality or just some formal event wear that you really love, and not be scrambling days before on Thursday talking about, child, that event is Friday or Saturday night. I got to go to the mall. You're just bound to whatever's there. Give yourself some time. Okay. Give yourself at least 2 weeks if you can, especially if you're ordering online. All right. But that might be a goal for yourself. Yes, that's right. The dress codes can be too much. And so if you've got those things happening for spring, yeah, get ahead of them now and have a couple of them in the back pocket. Hey, Angelica, good morning. Happy New Year. Look, a little side plug. If you are a businesswoman and you are looking for some spiritual inspiration, you need to go ahead and follow Angelica Prather on YouTube or get on her mailing list, because she's doing this great 21 days of scripture and spiritual inspiration in the mornings for business owners. I think today is day 2 or 3. But I've been reading them in the morning and watching her YouTube videos, and I've been like, let me go out and do this thing. Okay. So shout out to Angelica. Definitely follow her or connect with her on that. Day 3, let's go. Yes, Portia, that is a big thing. People will be going to the mall the day before a gala trying to get the dresses, and you'll be the same one up in Macy's, just like, well, it fits. No time to get it hemmed, no time to get any alterations, nothing. You're just at the mercy of what's available. Don't do that to yourself. One, is stressful. Like, you got mad pressure. You can't even, you're just like, please, God, let there be something out there that fits me. It's just so stressful. So get ahead of those things. Look at what you've got going on for the month ahead if you can, and start to put some fillers out there. And listen, let me tell you, that good Google search for evening gowns, off the shoulder, like one shoulder, like full length, pop in the description, because the way the algorithm will pop up, and then it can start to do a little bit of the work for you, and some things will start popping up. People are like, oh, that's cute. I got that event coming up. Let me check that out. All right. So absolutely, Angelica, you are so welcome. I know Portia gonna be signing up. Okay. And and definitely, I love that. This year is boldness, and your style is a part of it. Yes, all day. So definitely, if you are looking at some of those style goals, think about them as they relate to your lifestyle. If you've got the galas on deck, let's make them happen. Okay. If you are in the dating space, all right, and you're like, listen, this is my year. I'm gonna get my honey boo. All right. Like, make that commitment that you're going to have pieces for date nights that you really enjoy wearing. All right. Maybe you already got your honey boo, but you want to spruce things up, because the jeans and t-shirt game is like, it's feeling played out. You're getting bored with it. All right. So you might have goals that are very specific to a certain area of your lifestyle. Okay. We love that, because then that also too, that's going to jazz things up, and you're going to be more excited for date night, because you'll be like, I got a couple of outfits that's going to be popping for date night. Like, I'm excited to wear these, right? It adds a little bit of spice. And too, your partner's going to be like, well, you look cute. Well, thank you so much. Right? So this is like a win-win overall, of just like giving you a boost with your energy, just giving you another source of some joy, to feel good, and release some stress, okay? Because there's way too much going on in this world for your wardrobe to be a place of stress. And you got to get dressed every single day. So you want to, more times than not, be feeling at your best. That's it. We want to figure out what kind of goals can you set that are going to help you to be feeling at your very best. All right. This is a year for you to go big, feel brave, go after all of the hairy, audacious goals, right? Like go after everything, don't feel limited in what you're able to become, and what you're able to do or how you're able to serve. Don't feel limited in that. It's so funny, we all see inside of our minds, when we're dreaming, daydreaming, thinking, you're like, oh, I just want to be that girl who just walks in the room and floats, and like I'm always consistently fly and feeling confident. Like I want to be that woman. I want to be that woman. One, you already are that woman. Let's claim that. Okay. Two, what goals are you going to start to set in place to become her? What we doing? Okay. Are we going to make sure that we are getting dressed fully? Maybe you're like, I'm going to apply the cab this year. I'm going to make sure that every look I put on, I have my clothing, I have my accessories, and I have my beauty in place. We love that goal over here. Okay. The cab will change your life. All right. So definitely think about your goals. Think about things that are going to be things that you can change habits, change the way that you're getting dressed, change how you're shopping, change what's in your closet. Think about different habits that you can put in place and what kind of goals you can set there, because that's only going to get you closer to the bigger things. Okay. So I think we were last chatting about just like in the shopping and investing space, right? So if you were thinking this year you want to be more sustainable, you could do your no buy period. So 1 month you're not going to be buying anything. You can set that for as many time periods as you like. Maybe you're saying that you're going to be investing your dollars with more small business owners, or more women owned brands, or more Black owned brands. I know personally for me, one of my big style goals this year is definitely to shop at more Black high end or premium brands that I've been loving and wanting to shop at. And I've just been like, no, I'm not going to make that investment right now. I'm going to wait, da 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 da. No, I'm just finna do it this year. I'm just fitting to buy the Andrea Yama top and just get it. Okay. Like that's just what's going to happen. Right. That's what we're trying to do. Yes. Okay. I love that, Angelica. Come on, identity shift. Um, so that could be a commitment that you're going to be making to yourself, right? Like, how are you going to be shopping more intentionally? Right? Like it could be as simple as I'm going, especially when it comes to shopping, because y'all know me, like don't be heading out to go spend your money until you know what's already in your closet. So please go take inventory. Please go clean out your closet and get that thing organized so you know exactly what you want to purchase. So when you do that cleanse, you might see a trend of a lot of things that you already have. If you have, 5 different cardigan sweaters all in gray, guess what? You don't need no more gray cardigan sweaters. You got a plenty. And you need to get rid of some of the ones you got. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to see the same things that you own. You're going to see the same colors. You're going to see the same fabrics. You're going to see redundancy. And so then you can begin to say, you know what? I'm going to buy less of this. Okay. And I'm going to get more of this. And don't underestimate the power of a Post-it note to put that on your laptop. Okay. To put that in a space where you're like, I'm not doing that. Okay. Now, you also might be saying to yourself, if you're wanting to shop more intentionally, that if you have a bad habit of doing last minute shopping. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Waiting to the last minute, like we were talking earlier, for that evening gown situation, for a gala or an event. If you have that habit of shopping last minute, the day before, days before a major event, days before you got that speaking engagement, and you're like, woo child, what am I going to wear? Cut that out. Cut that out. Okay. This is the year that you're going to get ahead of your outfits. You're going to plan more of your outfits out for special events because you're not scrambling. You're going to be ready. You're going to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Let's go. All right. So, I love that. Listen, we are here for those scary, intimidating, out of comfort zone goals. You got to have a couple on the list. You got to have them, because if not, you just humdrumming along up in this life. And you already know God put you on this place to do way more than that. So we want to have that same energy when you open up your wardrobe, because it's the same thing. If you open up your closet, because you open up your closet and you're getting dressed every single day. And if every single day you open up your closet, the energy is just like, whatever, I'm just put this white shirt on, these gray pants, and like, oh, well, I'll just throw these jeans on. Like, oh, I hate these jeans, but this is all I got. Like the inner dialogue you have when you're getting dressed. And if that inner dialogue has any negative talk, has any self-defeating talk, has any stagnant talk, change it. You got to change it. Like this is your invitation to change it. You are fully in control and available to change it, right? So make the shift. Like, you want to open up the closet and be like, okay, what we doing today? What we doing today? How we feeling? Are we inspired by a certain color? Do I need to wear a dress? Is it functional? I need to make sure I got a comfortable shoe. We're going to start there. Like, it should be an enjoyable and fun process to get dressed. All right. And what you see in your closet should be a reflection of you and a reflection of like your highest self, right? Like, there should be pieces in your closet and you're just like, I'm about to set it off when I wear that. Okay? Like, I'm about to set it off. All right? Like, that's what you want. You want to have those pieces that you can't wait to wear them. And you know where you're gonna wear it to, and you know how fabulous your hair gonna look. And you're like, man, I'm about to go get my makeup done because I'm gonna be fired. Right? You want to have that kind of excitement because, like, style is fun. Style is fun. Like, we really want this to be the year for you that you release the stress, the frustration, the overthinking, the limited thinking, that you can't wear this because of a certain age, that, this is inappropriate for your size. Like, chuck it. Chuck all the talk that is negative, that's not helping you become the woman that you desire to be. All right? Set goals that are going to help you connect with the identity shift you are making, because you are making that if you're going after these big dreams. Hello. Okay. So we are here for it. So listen, definitely drop in the comments. Let me know what kind of goal you will be setting for yourself in 2024. And if you need help and you're like, the list of goals is long, Nana. Or maybe you're like, I still don't know where to start because I still just feel overwhelmed about this whole thing of getting dressed. But I know that I want to show up differently than what I've been doing before. Okay. If you know you want to show up differently from what you've been doing before, then you want a transformation with your style. You want to feel transformed in your confidence. You want to feel transformed in your belief of how you feel about how you look, so that you can focus on serving and helping and growing and expanding and elevating. Like, this is literally me. Come on. That's the action. That's what that's for. Okay. So if that is you, if you are that woman, send me a DM, You can simply DM me the word red date. All right. But send me a DM and we can talk. We can talk about how I can support you and help you get closer to the style goals that you desire for yourself this year. All right. All right, y'all. Wishing you a fabulous, fantastical, amazing 2024. And I cannot wait to see how you are showing up and commanding all the space and getting all the attention and sparking all of just igniting fire for your dreams to just be bursting in unbelievable next level ways. So have a fabulous rest of your Wednesday, and I will catch you next week at our next live. Peace.